I'm at Rare Plant Research with Burl, and Burl, today is a great sale day for you.
Well, yes, it is. It's we're only open a couple of times a year, and today's the last one for this year.
And you have some really cool plants because it is Rare Plant Research. So these are interesting plants, and they look great in containers because they have to come in for wintertime.
Yes, none of these really, or most of them aren't hardy, and so they do have to come in for the wintertime. And these are some of our weirdest plants that we raise.
They sure are. They are like living sculptures. They're very interesting.
They're real. I think this is cool. This is Cyphostemma jute. It's a plant from South Africa. It's in the grape family, but they grow these really, really fat trunks. They never get very tall. This wasn't pollinated, and so there's no grapes on it. But they're just amazing, amazing plants. When it's stressed a little bit, it gets a little bit of a purple foliage too.
Pretty
that's
pretty.
Cool, I think.
And here's another one with really fuzzy leaves, really beautiful.
Yes, this just finished flowering. This is Uncarina roselliana. Notice the big, really fat trunk. This is a native of Madagascar. And they form really fat trees that are not very tall. It's a fairly rare plant, a really, really weird flower, and it pollinates. You have to squeeze the pollen out of a little sac and touch it to the stigma for it to, so there's some special bug that does that, I'm sure.
In Madagascar.
Yeah.
And these are really natives to North America.
Yes, this is Sarracenia Flava, and then one down here called Scarlet Bell. They are perfectly hardy here. They stay in these containers all year long. They look a little bit worse for wear in the wintertime. The new growth comes out and they look fine. Of course, they eat insects, keep your mosquitoes down and things like that, so that's kind of cool.
And they're kind of a boggy plant too.
They are, yeah.
So they would love water.
In fact, these I have actually plastic bags in the bottom so the water will hold. It will stay in there, so they're wet all the time.
Oh, they're really cool.
Yeah.
And then a palm, and so is this one hardy for us in Oregon?
Yes, for the most part it is. This is the silver European fan palm, and notice the new growth is silver. The old growth is sort of turning a little yellow, and usually every year you have to trim them back a little bit, the old growth, and you get this great color. This actually is native to Morocco, even though they say, in the Atlas Mountains, even though they say it's a European fan palm, it's a one called Cerifera. And they're just hardy to about zero, most of them.
That's pretty good. And it's not bad to prune them. You want to prune all these back?
Oh yeah, I should have pruned this. Well, we could give a demonstration if I had my clippers with me, and trim all this yellow stuff off, and then it's left with this nice silver leaves.
So don't be afraid to prune your palms.
Yes,
is what we wanted to say.
That's exactly right.
And then look at this one. What a cool habit, kind of a weeping habit.
This is probably one of the weirder plants that we raise. This is Ipomea platensis from Uruguay, and it's a type of morning glory is what it is.
Wow.
Forms this really fat root, and it's not hardy. Take just slightly a little bit of frost. Since it's afternoon, the flowers are all closed up, so it only flowers first thing in the morning.
Right.
And it's just it's living sculpture, like you say.
It is. It sure is.
They're just absolutely incredible, I think. And earlier in the season, this was just nothing but flowers.
Oh, wow. And then this is really interesting. That twisted trunk is just very unique.
This is probably one of my favorite weird plants. This is Operculacaria decarii from Madagascar. There's a lot of weird plants from Madagascar. These actually form sizable trees. They're absolutely wonderful to train as a bonsai because the leaves are just so small, and they're in proportion to a tree. So you could imagine this being like a tree in the Sierras that forms the twisted trunk that's, you know, 1,000 years old, that sort of thing. So just a really, really cool little plant. Not hardy, of course, and fairly fast growing.
Ah, very neat. But you know, Burl, you have Rare Plant Research that you work so hard, and you have very interesting and weird plants, but you have another business here at Villa Catalana Cellars.
Yes, yeah, that's right. We started our winery a little over a year ago. I won a couple of gold medals with some of our wine.
It's delicious.
And so now we're actually doing gourmet dinners once a month.
Wow.
We have a chef that we work with. We serve our wines, and so it's kind of exciting, actually. And people like the food. Well, I like the food too. And of course, I like our wines as well.
Oh, but it's a beautiful place to come. You can stroll around as a guest after dinner and enjoy this environment that is so lovely. You feel like you're in a different place.
Well, you know, so far the feedback we've gotten from people has been nothing but good. People just say it's a magical evening when they come. So in the wintertime, we serve dinner in the conservatory.
Wow.
And in the summer, it's outside in the garden.
Oh, well, you wouldn't be disappointed if you come today for the sale or for one of the dinners. And if they have any questions, we can go to the website?
Yes, VillaCatalanaCellars.com.
Ah, so you can go there, you can go to gardentime.tv, and we'll click you over there. Burl, thanks so much. It was really great.
Thank you.